Hello everybody, my name is Carl. Welcome to my workshop and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video we are going to be making this. It's a tool holder for my 5 Acme threading tool that I showed you in the last video. So not the most exciting project in the world, I'll be the first one to admit, but an essential little thing that we need to have, and you'll see why as I go through it. And yeah, so we'll get on with it now and we'll get this little beastie made. Right, so what I want to look at today is the Acme, or the 5 Acme tool, threading tool, and how we're going to hold it. So this is a one of my Dixon tool post tool holders, and you can see if I put that in there, not very good lighting, but I'll try and tighten these grub screws up a little bit onto the flat. So we're looking at basically a point contact there, because this is a circular in section and we're putting it into a rectangular slot there. And also the grub screws don't have very much to bite on. I mean, you know, there's the potential for this to move when we're using it, no matter how much it's tightened down, especially because this is so hard and so are the grub screws. So what I intend to do, I mean, really, I suppose if this had a V in it for a boring bar, then we'd be laughing, but it doesn't. So what I'm going to do is make a holder for this, for this rather, not the vernier caliper, out of a piece of this. So this is EN1A or BS230 M07, EN1 basically, and it's something like 19 millimeters, I think, square or thereabouts. Let's just zero that beastie. Yeah, 18.93. 18.93, yeah, so it's cold rolled. So this is 16 millimeter, this gap here, excuse me, nominally. So we need to take about 2.9 mil per side off this to get it off, you know, 2.9 mil in total off each 90-degree opposite side to get it down to a square 16 mil, you know, 2.9 mil in total off each of the faces to get it down to 16 mil square. So what I propose to do is block this up in the mill, and then we'll drill a hole through this end for this to fit into. Now this is 10 mil. I'll just show you that the shank is 10 mil. Almost exactly. Yeah, there you go, 10 mil exactly. So we'll make a 10 mil hole in this. We'll put a couple of M5 grub screws through, and we'll put the M5 grub screws in such a way that when this is in here, they kind of sit. One will sit in between these two, and the other one will be back here somewhere, so they don't foul on the existing grub screws in the tool holder. So that's the plan of action. That's what we're going to do. I'll basically be able to do this all in the mill drill. So we'll get over to the mill drill now. We'll get set up. We'll block this up, and then we'll start fashioning it into a tool holder for this. Okay, that's a setup ready to go. We've got the stock in the vise. This face here was the flattest one. The rest of them were a little bit bowed. That was the flattest one. It's down on the parallel. We've got a piece of aluminium welding rod in the front there, just to get good contact on the front face there, where it's pressing up against the fixed jaw of the vise. I've touched off with the cutter. We're going to be going feeding in this direction, or feeding in that direction, I should say. So the cutter's turning this way. It's going to be taking the burr inwards, and then we'll feed across, and then we'll be climb milling back up this way, but always keeping the cutter rotating in this direction, so the burr will be driven inwards. So to minimize the deburring, basically. So I'm going to crack on with this. I'm not going to really film too much of it. I mean, there's plenty of videos on the internet that show you how to block up stock. And, you know, John of John's Workshop's just done one. I'm not the person to teach you how to do it. There are plenty of people far more capable than I am. So I'll crack on with this. I'll get it done, and then I'll bring you back. So here we are. We're blocked up now. 16 mil square now. I just flank milled the ends to square them up as well. bit of glare there, sorry, and it's been draw filed to deburr it all. It's a nice fit in the holder. So you can see those red dots there. They're to give me some sort of guidance as to where to put the grub screw holes so that they fall in between the positions of the grub screws in the holder itself, in the Dixon holder. And then that's just a marker to show me how far to drill down, about 45mm. So the next thing I'm going to do is get this set up square in the vise on the mill drill, get a hole in this end for the tool to fit into, so about 10mm essentially, and then we'll put some transverse grub screw holes in and get them tapped. We'll have to probably grind the grub screws down a bit, shorten them to get them to be relatively flush with the surface of the holder, or the nascent holder. So we'll get over to the mill drill now and we'll do that. So I've got the part in the mill drill chuck. I squared it up using a V-block against the face, or the top of the vice jaws rather, and then put it against the V-block so it's square in there. I'm now using the center finder, so just to get this in the middle of the workpiece. So never try and do that with your fingers because it really hurts. So we'll bring this in until it kicks off. Which is there. Right, so I'll get this over the center of the part and we'll go from there. Okay, that's it centered up and center drilled. What I've done is I've brought it 1mm towards us so it's offset, and that'll give the grub screws a little bit more meat here to thread into. So I'm going to put this 8mm through now, and then we'll open it out for the size of the shank of the threading tool. Okay, so we're going to spot this now with the center drill, then we'll drill it to 4.2, which is the tapping drill size for M5. I've just indicated on the edge here and brought it in 15mm and then brought it into the center using the edge finder. So we'll get this drilled and tapped to M5 rather, and then we'll move across another 15, because we want 15 and then 30 for these grub screws to be so that they don't foul the grub screws in the Dixon tool post holder. So we'll get on with that now. Right, I'll swap the drill over. Okay, opening out to tapping drill size 4.2. There we are. Okay, I'll get the tap set up and away we go. Yeah. Did you think I was going to power tap M5 with this thing? I'm not insane. I just started it off, got it located in the collet chuck, just brought it down with the tap wrench on it and just got it started. There we go. That's nice. Okay, so we'll move this along now and we'll get it we'll get the next one done. So located back over the hole using the 8mm drill that we drilled previously, and I'm going to take this down now to 50mm. This is a 9.9. Now the idea here is that all drills drill oversize, typically about 0.1 oversize, 0.01 oversize. So I'm hoping that this is going to open this out, and we're going to get a good fit with the 10mm shank of the threading tool Like I say, it's a bit of a dodge if you don't have a reamer. We'll see what happens anyway. Let's get this drilled out. That's a hit in the taps. Tap holes rather. And the second one. This is the point where I start drilling through the bottom of the vise now. Right, that's it fully bottomed out now. Right, the moment of truth. Let's see if it fits. Right, so it's finished, and I am the first to concede that this is not the most exciting thing in the world. However, it is going to do a job for us. I had to, in the end, open that up to 10, as I said. I might have to, and that's a nice fit inside there. And I managed to find some short M5 grub screws that I had, and just a bit of light work with a file over the top of them was just required, just to make sure that these are just subsurface when they're fitted. So we'll put them in. I'll show you how it all goes together. So we'll give them a nip. Okay, so that's good. Right, so there's our 16mm square holder with our carbide 5 TPI threading tool in it. And here's our 16mm Acme 16mm quick change tool holder, Dixon. So that fits inside there perfectly now. You know, well, very nicely at any rate. So that's going to do a good job for us. Not the most exciting thing in the world, I'll grant you that, but a good little make, and that's not going to move, that's not going to swivel about. It's held well, so that is going to make all the difference. Right, people, that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed watching me make that little tool holder, or, you know, at the very least, you got a laugh out of it anyway. I think I really need to get some reamers. That's something that I'm lacking in this workshop. I'm trying to use 9.9 drills to get a good fit on a 10mm hole is not the best thing in the world. So that's something I need to look at, I think. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next one when we'll be looking at machining the 5 TPI Acme test nut. So see you then.